We are waiting on one more 30th member. We are burning this round. I am here with a co-streamer today by the name of Trusted Beer. Say hello to everybody.
Well, very good afternoon to you, sir, and how you be?
I'd be
Beard here,
pretty
you there.
good. Just trying to wake up and stay awake during this burn round.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. It's been a long day.
Yes,
But,
it has. But we're going to get some entertainment, so should be a good rest of the day here.
yeah, looking forward to this. 30th, I got a pleasure of casting a couple days ago against ECL,
Yeah, I heard
member
that
of
didn't
the,
go too well.
um, yeah, I think 30th was missing a few key members, but they put up a good showing. ECL was impressive, though, that's for sure. So, I'm gonna have to start my stream in a few minutes.
Yeah, I usually start it right before the match starts in the burn round just to kind of kill the time.
Wow. Beard here, you there. Oh, community service coming out. I can't wait.
Yeah, you and the rest. We should have gotten them
Looking.
before.
Oh well. Yeah. Well, it is what
Yeah.
it is. At least I'm happy
Well,
they're
I
coming.
should say we should have gotten them before the game came out. It should have been one.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Got my calendar marked either the 3rd or the 10th of December. Hoping, hoping for one of those. They usually drop their stuff on Tuesdays, their updates and stuff, right? So
Yeah,
is it Tuesdays?
normally it's a Tuesday.
So assuming it'll come one of those days. Only a couple weeks away, and then we can actually do some real casting and real screaming, and I don't have to sit around for 45 minutes waiting for a match to start and waiting for, oh, well, he's out. Are they starting? No,
No,
they're not.
they're just killing the time because the last guy just got in here.
Oh, I guess Chronos Crew's holding the spot, maybe.
Yeah, no, he's playing. He plays for Arc. He just didn't switch his tags like he normally does.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, I'll leave it to Crew.
He never switches his tags to anything but whoever.
Well, that stinks. I wanted to see a Hamada match, but, I like Hamada.
Hamada's pretty fun. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Conquest, it sucks.
Yeah, that's
Breakthrough, it sucks.
that is for damn sure.
I just like all the kind of... It's so open, yet there's so few, really, avenues of access, but
Yeah,
controlling certain things. Like, what I really enjoy the most is when you get the typical, like, real standoffish B fight, and you got somebody in, like, you got the ARX squad, the A-team, you know, in the far side promenade, and then, in the center promenade with the C guys, you got the other team, and then you got that, like, back and forth fight, and always the constant fight for B, but I don't know, as of late, it's just always seems to have been going, like, A to C, and kind of, like, bypassing B, so, I haven't seen, like, the typical meta in the most recent weeks, but, you know, I enjoy that part of Hamada. The whole B fight, it's fun.
yeah. B is definitely fun on Hamada. I will agree 100% with that.
They
If
always die.
you sit there trying to take other parts, and it can get B can get interesting.
That is indeed the case. What are we waiting for? I'm gonna have to start my cast soon.
I would just start it now and be on
I
the
know.
safe side.
I like to make people wait.
Why I started mine a bit early,
I know.
just to be safe. Because we never know what will happen if they decide to go on a certain time number. Which
Beard's got the
I
May.
honestly can't stand that when you have to go on a certain time number. It's just like, just burn the whole round and get it over with. Like, you literally wasted, most of the round anyway. You're gonna be mid-action when the round ends, so why, do that? I don't understand it.
They're going. It started.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. We've got the outside view for you from the left flank this time. Figured I'd switch it up a little bit.
I'm gonna have to do my intro really quick. I'm gonna have to do it super fast. Oh God,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
3, 2, 1. Well, a very good evening to you, and afternoon, excuse me, and how you be at 3:49 and 45 seconds ago, right along with it, coming to you live from my mother's basement, Trusted Beard here. You there, hanging out with you today. Squad Conquest, ARX, 30th, my boy, Don, Mad Hatter, Mink. Let's do it. Sorry.
How
Little
you
late.
doing, buddy?
What's up? Kick it off, Don. You've been watching. I haven't.
We've got a bit of action going on at B. Cup of Joe trading with Big Head. Thick Ankles getting dropped by Alpha, but Botard is coming in from the back, surprisingly not in the tank to start off this match, which is really unusual for him because I've never not seen him in this map. Well, I should say on this map, not in a tank. So very interesting decision.
They might be playing no tanks since neither team has a tank.
Yes, it seems like it. 30th look like they've gotten around to A, and it looks like Ulysses and Alpha are going to attempt to cut them off. It might be rest in peace Ulysses, and it actually will be.
Wow.
He just got surrounded and drowned there. That was well played by 30th.
It's Hafner coming into the rescue, though.
Yes,
he got caught out right away.
Yeah, he got his footsteps heard instantly.
And just a few meters away, it's Alpha and Yuli. Yuli getting the spawn off on Alpha. Alpha goes down, but I think Ankles goes down as well. Advantage 30th in this position.
Ark still holding B well. Smexy Bean trying to harass him, keep him busy at that left side. And he gets one, actually. Still not down. Crew trying to get out of there to survive as a spawn beacon. Estro all alone goes down. Beans grabbed 2 now. So that was an interesting play to harass them, and it actually panned out. Very surprising there, because usually when you harass, you get dropped when it's a 4 or 5-on-1 situation. And this time, Bean comes up with 2. He's bringing back.
Now he's getting pressed by Temp, Esterol, and Alpha. And yep, there they go. But it was a good job there by Smexy for sure.
Absolutely. 30th holding A. Well, looks like they're just going to hold the double cap for as long as they possibly can here.
What it do, baby boo? How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Beard here, you there. Hanging out with my boy Mink. Don the Mad Hatter. Mink's very finest.
I wouldn't say the finest, but I'm definitely up there in the top 1, you know?
That's right. And what do you think of this? Here it is again. Like I was saying before Hamada started, it's that AC hold, and just leave him be alone. What do you think of that play by 30th?
Ark are not going to leave C alone, though. They're going to attempt to attack A, or C, I should say, and it's working. They're not attacking A, but Crew is shooting at them what looks to be a Lewis gun from distance.
And that is indeed the case. So I'm assuming 30th is going to now make that push out towards Bravo, knowing that ARX is devoted a lot of guys to recapping C. And
that's exactly what they do, and they're spawning on Alpha now and only sending Smexy Bean to C. We're going to have a big, huge gun battle on the health crate side of B. This should be interesting because now everybody and their brother's going to meet there. Meanwhile, Smexy Bean gets the drop on Estro, doesn't get the kill, but he gets somebody in with him, and that's Botard. It's going to be a 2-on-2 on C. We've got multiple battles. Joe getting Big Head, Thick Ankles getting Hefner, and B and C are going to go the way of 30th for the moment, but it's another 2-on-2 here again. Estro gets dropped.
And how about that? That's a lot of action going on right there. And really coming out all the way in favor of 30th. Almost getting that triple cap off, but ARX there to save the day.
They now are taking C back, though, so the triple cap did not last long.
But it's given enough time for 30th to get into position here around C to definitely take in some nice defensive emplacements and really keep ARX at bay here at Charlie, not allow him to push out. What do you think? Would you send and there's Esterol. I mean, would you send a person around maybe the side and try and get in the other side of Bravo, down by the resupply station for the tank? Oh,
Yeah, I would at this point. I mean, it can't
wow.
really hurt if you have good communication going on and knowing where the counterattack is coming from.
When they get to A, because I completely missed that.
They all spawned at their home point and took it back. Meanwhile, C is in nobody's possession, and it now looks like Pogo and Valza are gonna actually stay alive long enough to take it back and hold B at the same time. Albeit Crash Bite just went down, and Pogo got a shovel kill on Temp simultaneously.
A lot of great plays out here today.
Absolutely, and it looks like ARC are going to make a huge push for C and B. They're going to throw everything. 2 full squads going both ways. Cup of Joe trying to do everything he can, but his thick ankles coming up big so far with that ZK at point blank range. ARC now going to B from the other side. They've given up on C. We've got dynamite and grenades going off on Bravo. This should be interesting because 30th are surrounded.
'30th ARX all choked up in that staircase down by Bravo, but seems like they're breaking out of it. A lot of smoke grenades out, looking for those revives as 30th. And seems like they're getting it off. Can't really tell throughout all this smoke here.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like 30th is coming out on top. Unless Alpha has anything to say about it, because he's got a 3 spot going on right now.
And he's just picked up a grenade off of Smexy B. Meanwhile, Botard and Pogo make the decision on their own to go for Alpha, and it's going to pay off, but they do leave Valza on their own to see. So this should be interesting. They're trading points, and 30th finally lose hold of Bravo, but I don't think ARC have realized that yet, and they're not moving in. They're just popping smoke. Here comes Crew. Crew's going to get dropped most likely here by thick ankles, and no, Crew gets one before going down, but King Mutumba comes in and saves the day, and now we're going to have another 4-on-4 on B. I think this is what we all showed up for, and Cup of Joe with the dynamite on Alpha. Oh, that is going to be talked about for the rest of the weekend there.
I think I missed it. I'm sorry, viewers. I think I missed that dynamite, but it's all right.
I've got you covered.
Got the good commentating, so Dom picked it up for sure.
And it looks like Cup of Joe coming back in and getting another double to add to that dynamite and saving B. Meanwhile, ARC's attack is just spiraling out of control. Everybody going down left, right, and center from distance. That Lewis Gun and ZK are coming in handy.
Hafner caught out on the side by Crash Bite. Take a quick look at that scoreboard while we're here. We got Temp at 10-10, taking the top spot for ARX, and King Matumba at 8-3, taking the top spot. Top kills is Cup of Joe with 17, and 11 kills for Ulysses Gallardo.
Thick Ankles is 13-1 himself. And Ankles giving Cup of Joe a run for his money, and it looks like we're going to have Bozart versus Hefner 1v1, and Hefner's just not even going to bother with A. No way, he's going around the flank up the stairs. This is going to be interesting. He's going to have help from Kings. Meanwhile, Cup of Joe getting it done on B against Alpha for a second time in 2 minutes. Bozard trying to stay alive. Will he get Kings or Hefner? That is going to be a question. Oh, and he goes down. Kings gets him with the sleight of hand coming around the corner on the MO, and now they're all going to swarm A. They don't have a choice. It looks like we're going to have a high line held here on the right side B. Gallardo somehow still in the mix. It looks like Crash and Gallardo are playing Ring Around the Rosie, or they're playing Magical Chairs. I'm not sure which. They ran right into each other multiple times and nobody killed anybody. And Alpha going down again. But Hefner revenges his fallen comrade there and gets the kill.
This is a nice push by ARX coming up this backside, far side promenade. I think Ankle's over there trying to stop it, and wow, doing a nice job at it. Oh,
Yes, he
almost got
is.
the three-piece there. Temp puts him down. And it would have been a nice push had it even succeeded, but scores running out. 114, I believe it ended up being a 0. 114 to 0, that's right, in favor of 30th.
30th
King
came out
Matumba.
swinging.
That is true. King Matumba, 9 and 4. Thick Ankles, 16 and 2. Top squad is the Cup of Joe squad. 15 and 3 for Gilly Vizla and Temp. 11, 11, 7 and 9 for Joker and Yuli at 13 and something.
Yeah, 13 and 1 there. Well, I think you have to add 2 kills to that at the end there and give him 15 and 2.
All right, well, we shall do that then. Making noise. Yes,
and
sir.
There's the phone.
I wonder if Fjell's a burn map. What do you think there?
I don't mind it. I mean, we win it sometimes, we lose it sometimes. It's one of those maps that could go either way. Most teams prefer to burn it. I mean, I really don't mind either way. You can get heavily triple capped on either side. It's one of those kind of maps that if you're done, you're done.
I like making snow angels in the snow.
I noticed.
That's why I don't first person stream, because I'm always just laying up, reaching to the sky. When the blizzard rolls in. Luckily, I'll be moving to Florida, so I won't have to be dealing with any blizzards.
Well, I know who I'm coming to visit in the winter. And it looks like we're going to go straight out of the gate here. Both sides spawning in a little late. That was quite interesting. 50 seconds into the match and we get 2 spawns. This is not going to be a burn.
I love it. So let's see what they do here, setting up the pass situation. How many they send through the pass, how many they send to Bravo, if they send any between A and C. And there's the usual from ARX. That would be the usual meta. 2 on the AC side. 2 up the middle. 2 up the middle. 3 to B. 30th with 4 to Bravo. 2 up the middle. And 2 to A between A and C. So,
the 2 on the right do work on Big Head. He never saw that coming. And it looks like Alpha is going to push through the middle and get the C. Now, if only Art will spawn on him is going to be the question.
Oh, they definitely will. They're all dead, so they're going to bleed out right now and just take advantage of that Alpha push through the gap there. 30th's Botard's getting the spawns off over there, and they're going to run right back towards Charlie and try and save that from getting capped. Yeah, looking good so far for both teams. Good reactions. Control of Bravo by 30th there. And they were holding that gap sufficiently well between A and C. And, oh gosh, Gilly Vizlalola is there to, kind of keep the hold down there. So, 30th again taking positions, solid defensive positions across the map, looking like. And, they're going to be in position to take an early lead here, I think, just like they did last match. Any, suggestions on what you might do here if you were the ARX team?
I would attempt to push that right-hand side as hard as humanly possible. I would send at least 5 or 6 people there and then hold the rest of them on the pass to make sure that 30th cannot push in. 30th are doing a good job of not reacting and are just confusing Arc and picking people off with that Lewis gun from distance.
Yeah, they're not even, like, looking to get involved, and you know what? 30th doesn't have to really get involved. I mean, you know, they've got the 2-flag advantage. They're burning a ticket every 3 or 4 seconds, whatever the number is, and, They don't have to,
Yeah,
don't have
it's
to do
at
much of
least
anything. It's
3, yeah.
ARX's job to push out, so.
And they're trying. Ooh, we've got Dynamite that didn't succeed. But Arc are succeeding and pushing through. Oh, my controller just went haywire. They are trying to get revived, but now they're cut off. They've pushed through the right as well. Both pushes have worked. They are going through Eagle Pass. They are determined to get out of where they're sitting.
And it looks like their Bravo push may be a little more successful than their Charlie push. And both pushes looked really solid from the get-go. Quick respawn on Charlie by 30th is going to allow them to save that position. But ARX is condensing on Bravo from both angles there. And Hafner on one side along with Yuli, and I can't even see the other two names there, make that a 4-man push from the other side. So Hafner's just going to wait it out, wait for his team to get involved, and now there he goes. Oh, come on, Hafner, get going. Get in there, help your team. All right, waits for the spawn, and there he goes, gets on in, and he'd be there for the... Yep, and there it is. Alpha's there to clean up that, get that crossfire situation, get the back of that 30th member, and Bravo's going to fall. And that was a quick push, man. That was a quick push by ARX on both angles. Yes, TFR. TFR. Best platoon in all the battlefield. I don't care what you say.
Well, except for us, you know how it do.
Good to see Jay Hafner playing again. Haven't seen him in a while.
He's been sobering up, our buddy of ours.
And 30th is going to take back control of Bravo here. IRX is definitely going to get a spawn off, though, for sure, on the Bravo, if they want.
And they're going to let C go. Oh, no, they're not. Pogo saying, hold on, Mr. Commentator. This is my point, and I'm not letting it in anybody's hands. And Velza taking it on their own with Bean to go after Alpha. Estro... Not sure how many of them there are, and we've got a huge battle on B. Back and forth it goes. They're losing it, they're taking it. This is interesting.
Who is it? Hafner has a video. I don't know if you know about this. One of the viewers just mentioned. Hafner's got a video up of Alpha just killing Hafner every single time.
Oh yeah, that video
I haven't seen it.
Absolutely hilarious. It's just like
I gotta
a
check it out.
full minute of Alpha just killing Hafner.
Your AC push is going off right now. I'm gonna have to go watch that video for sure.
It's absolutely hilarious and classic.
What is this? A 4v5, 2, 4, 6. It was a 4v6 or 5v6 here. Favorite 30th. Beard here, you there. That's right. That's damn right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Glad to have you all on board. Checking out the scrim. Jazzy, I appreciate the party invite, but you boys got a cast to do. And 30th pushing up here, looking to get into Alpha. And
we're gonna have another
ARX.
war. We're having
ARX
two
setting
wars.
up. Is there something going on at Bravo as well?
No, Charlie, on the backside, they are shooting it out, and Alpha finally goes down, and it's his best friend, Cuppa Joe, again, and it looks like at the same time, 30th have pushed A, and it's now up to Hefner and Kings to move forward and actually get something out of this, but Arc are spawning all in between 30th. There is confusion on A. 30th are not understanding what's going on here.
Wow, what a crap show! This is definitely chaos. Pretty much everywhere. There's kind of fighting pretty much everywhere you go, except for the Bravo position as of right now.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that will change in a few hot seconds.
Absolutely. It looks like Arc do a good job of holding Alpha. They're going to go for the triple cap. And this is not what we expected 2 minutes and 30 seconds or so ago when they were triple cap themselves. And now we're going to have a slugfest on Charlie.
I think this is going to go the way of 30th really quickly. It was a nice quick triple cap, but they just didn't have the numbers up there at Charlie to hold that off. They did a really nice job and push 30th back. And at least ARX is now aware that all of 30th is at their base spawn back at Charlie, so they can, get to their defensive positions as they see fit, though the speed at which they have done that is, well, a little slow. Nobody in the pass to defend. You would like to see them all the way up and at the pass, protecting that little gap towards Bravo already by now, but 30th is capitalized quickly, moved out fast, and look, they're back on Bravo, just like I said they'd be in 30 seconds ago. It went from a triple cap to almost a 2-cap. Smexy Bean back on Charlie, however, going to start looking at Esterol. Gilly is on Esterol's tail, so they are well aware of Esterol's quote-unquote sneaky flank, and I do believe Esterol will be taking the L relatively soon. Yes, he is, but taking advantage of that is Alpha and Joker, and they're pushing into Charlie as well. Any action going on over there at Alpha?
Yes, there is.
Darn.
There is a lot. 30th are coming in from 2 directions, and they're coming in hot. Botard, meanwhile, coming up behind Alpha, and Alpha is not going to know what's hitting him unless he can turn around and figure out he's there, because Botard is dead stop. It looks like 30th are going to take control of A as they just completely swarm in. But they are going to sacrifice C in the meantime and in between time here.
Esterol's going to fall back, get that respawns off. It's a nice job. ARX, though, still, 30th still in control of Alpha, and with the advantage. Thick Ankle's well aware that there's definitely at least 2 ARX members on this Alpha position. 30th's going to bail off and go protect B, and that pass, as ARX swarm the pass with a full squad looking to get through. That's a nice job by King Matumba over there to put a stop to that, along with Smexy Bean and Crash Bite. As Thick Ankles goes out and finishes off Chronos Crew and Esterol on Alpha. It looks now like 30th is going to be able to set up their defensive positioning, but in the gap in the pass along Bravo and between the AC pass, and look at that, would you know it, Cup of Joe's on Charlie, so he's going to go for that cap, as Alpha managed to get up back in there. So Alpha's going to be that respawn over there along with Joker, Jay Hafner, so they're over there in that Charlie area and waiting to cause some havoc once Cup of Joe and Smexy get off the objective. Constant press for Alpha. Objective is kind of going back and forth. Looks like as of right now currently in favor of ARX, but we shall see.
30
and
still
that's
holding C. Sorry to cut you off, but they're getting dropped by the second as they're trying to do it, but they've got more men on B. And it looks like Gerardo's not even going to attack the point. He's just going to go after the person, which is Cup of Joe. And Joe gets him, comes up clutch.
That's a nice job out of Joe. Definitely zoomed in on that little frackard.
Meanwhile,
and ARX is pushing out on Bravo. That's that's right. We both noticed it at the same time, my friend.
Hey, that means great minds think alike there.
That is true. Chrono's taking the shortcut over the pass. You better get out. He can't be in play right there, can he?
Yeah, you can.
Maybe
You have to jump really, really fast to do it. I was actually just shown that a little while ago, like 2-3 weeks ago. You can actually do that. It's very hard to... Once you get used to it, you're fine, but in the beginning, it's very hard to get around being out of bounds. You can run and jump. It's like Assassin's Creed shit.
How about that?
Meanwhile...
So Chronos Crew taking advantage, yeah?
Yep, you're saying the same shit I'm saying again. Go right ahead.
No, after you, my friend. Continue.
What I was going to say was Arc attempting to push C, but that did not work out well. They threw too little people. They should have thrown more than they did. Not too little people, but not enough, I should say. They didn't throw as many as they should have, and now 30th are just pushing straight on through, and they're going for Eagle Pass, and they're going for Alpha. Oof, and we got an explosion that didn't come to fruition, and they're gonna go down. And Ark are gonna just swarm Cup of Joe. Oh, and he gets one. He gets Big Head. Oof.
It's devoted a lot of ARX members to the Alpha objective, giving 30th the advantage at Bravo, but they've been unable to take advantage of that advantage. And this next squad push by 30th may do the trick here. We'll see.
They have
Can't
to hold
see through the
C.
smoke though. Oh, there's a lot of live red dots there, so looks like ARX advantage, and that advantage is over. 30th does come through on the Bravo objective, and I don't think ARX is going to have enough time. Yep, they're not going to be able to spawn back on that Bravo objective, so they're going to either have to spawn on members. We're back at Alpha.
Temp is running to Bravo, and there's going to be a double battle on C and on A. Temp going to go through Eagle Pass, attempt to anyway. This should be interesting. Ark falling back, smoking it out. Ooh, excuse me. And it's going to be Alpha left on his own. No, he does have help in the snow, but they're both down at the same time. Temp gets on through. Nobody knows he's there, but Thick Angles is going to be waiting for somebody. Here comes Hefner. He gets through Mutomba, excuse me. I just want to say Dikembe all day, but I can't because that's not his name. And 30th will take Alpha in response to losing Charlie, but it looks like Ark are going to start the Camp Charlie with Crew there by himself now, as everybody else is maneuvering or attempting to maneuver out of it. Ooh, and Cup of Joe with the long distance kill on Estro. That's gotta hurt. But the revive
Cup of
is
Joe's
up.
Cup of Joe's in a nice position there.
And Cup of Joe wins it with a Panther kill at the end. That was great.
Icing on the cake. 30th takes the victory. 26-0, 13-6 for Ankles. 25. Cup of Joe squad takes top squad. Cup of Joe at 25-6, 28 for King Matamba. Big Head 13-6, 21-13 for Alpha and Ulysses Gallardo at 15-14. That's 2 games to 0. 30th. Oh, sorry. Get that blue screen. I'll be right back. I'm going to take my usual break so we can all come back with the typical Beard Here You There.
Yep, and this is going to be a burn map more than likely. So it's 30th going 2-0 up. The second round a heck of a lot closer than the first round. So this should be very interesting to see how the next round after this plays out.
Oh man, Beard Here You There. Live basement mother. Sorry.
You are all good, sir. You haven't missed much. Just a dog fight, really.
Holy crap! They just left B clear. Oh, they're it's a white burn map.
It's a burn, yeah. Al Sedan is 90% of the time a burn man.
Well, Beard Here You There. How about that? So then I can go back and take my break again. I'll be right back.
No problem, buddy. Not much action to bring you except Crashbite just got Big Head with a Panzer. What I'm going to do is bring you a close-up view. Just as I bring you a close-up action, I gotta zoom back out again. And that's it. We are burned. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back now with Devastation. Don't know why it did that.
Devastation is the best beard here. You there.
Yeah, I love Devastation. Absolutely one of my favorite maps. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I hated it. I thought they killed the thing. But then once I got used to how everything played, I fell in love with it very quickly, to say the least.
Alright. 15 seconds before we kick off this match. 30th with the 2-0 advantage. 2 or 3? 2.
2.
3.
2, they just burned that round, so doesn't count.
Yeah, that's right.
Advantage.
Alright. What is this, a best of 7? First to 4?
So I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
I guess we'll find out at the end of it.
Yeah, we will, right? We'll either go one more or no more. Arc in red on the right. We've got 30th in blue on the left. And we are going to have a huge forward line from Arc. And we're going to have a split forward line, split 3 ways from 30th. 2 totally different styles of play here. This should be interesting. Ooh, and Alpha gets dropped instantly gets the drop instantly on Cup of Joe. May he rest in peace. That's a return revenge grenade there. Because Cup of Joe did it in the first.
ARX with this nice push out in the street, coming in on Bravo. Nice flanking. They got everybody in on here on Bravo. They're going to take this. Be shocked if they don't. Smexy being left to fend off. And down he goes. Let's see if 30th leaks to Alpha. That they do. Hafner and Yuli aware of it. He's going to go after Pogo and try and line Pogo up. But Pogo's going to take him down with some help, probably from Gilly over there.
No, it'll be Botard, because Botard gets the double on 10th and Big Head, but goes down from Crew and Bean getting Ulysses at the same time. And Pogo getting another crash bite, Alpha getting one. We've got gun battles galore today, and that's what we signed up for.
Temp's going to make that push towards the Charlie objective. And I'm getting stuck through walls.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
It's a tough one to cast.
Yeah.
I can't make it through that. What the heck's going on here?
30th are going to go for A, and it looks like Arc are going to go for C.
Now 30th is there to block the ARX advantage, or push into Charlie. 4-2 advantage on that. And 30th with control of Alpha and the numbers. Now Gallardo and Joker have that upper subway or train station area. and Hafner and Alpha in on the side. That had to be a dynamite. Smexy got launched.
And Alpha, yeah, Alpha got a Panzer, so that's very...
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like dynamite, but it says on the kill feed that it was a Panzer from Alpha, so Bean just saw the moon for the first time in person. Meanwhile, Hefner getting Pogo on the side to make sure A is theirs, and they are not going to be able to push into B 30th because ARC are holding a very high line, but it is very thin line, and it does collapse, but 30th are waiting for everybody to spawn in so they could push together, and that might not work out in their favor. Because here comes ARC with the counter push with just about the same amount of people. Albeit it's 8 on 8, but it's never always 8 on 8.
Yeah, it couldn't be more true. Gilly's gonna take down Alpha on the one side as ARX looks to control the other and push on through. Joker and Esterol on the one side of the church going off against Gilly and Botard. Esterol down.
And it looks like Botard's squad is going to make a revive attempt here. And they're going to get it. Because Thick Ankles and Velza are going to go off for doubles themselves. And they're going to completely wipe ARC off of B. Ooh, you don't see that too often with a complete platoon wipe on this map. But it has happened. And now Botard's going to lead the counter push against ARC. And ARC are going to go straight for the flanks, which is probably the smartest thing to do. But it looks like 30th are doubled up everywhere and ready for it.
Now ARX looking to bunch up again and get a solid push going. 2, 4, 5 in the middle, but they're crossfired out of control. And they all fall right there at the church. Right at the back entrance. Botard and Gilly looking good. Holding down that front entrance. All you need is 2 and they take down 4. So that's a nice job. Smexy with the crossfire position. So he's in good. And look at that. 30th just slowly advancing. Slowly advancing to the front of the church. So there's only really 3 ways in now. ARX regroups fully. 2, 4, 6. That's all 8 of them. Esterol already down, make that 7 as they launch their smokes out. Full medic brigade looking to push down.
It's 4 on 4 medics. I don't think we've ever seen this. This is going to be interesting.
And there's smoke everywhere as they look to get in. And you know what? I mean, that's the play. Smoke it out and try and make some sort of push to get in because they're really bottled up. But
oh, Estro gets Pogo. They might be in. This is 2 on 2 now.
And Smexy being the last one left
over
on that side.
But gets down.
You'd like to see Crash, Gilly, and Botard react to that. Cup of Joe is, along with Pogo and Thick Ankles. They've fallen back to their B-line defensive positioning here. And they're ready to re-engage on this fight. And meanwhile, though they've lost position, they've lost yardage on their hold, they're still in control of Bravo. And they may have died a few times, but they've killed ARX a bunch of times. And they have the 2 flag advantage. So 30th is doing just fine. And they're bleeding out when they need to. And just respawning on the base objective and getting back into position. And ARX has made some headway, though, along this road. And that headway they've made is turning out to be a Charlie push by Kronos crew. Ankles aware, 30th aware. I think Ankles is aware of it. Cup of Joe's aware of it. They know there was a possible leak. They're going to go back and check. And Kronos crew is on the run. I don't think he's fast enough, though.
No, but he is going to get a little help on that side because it looks like 3 of them just spawned in. But Thick Ankles makes quick work of crew. But meanwhile, Hefner's dropped Cup of Joe. And here comes...
And Ankles.
Yes, he has. And here comes ARC again. They're going to try to push from 2 directions now. This
Crash Bite saved the day. Crash Bite saved the day on Hafner there. But ARX has leaked around.
And ARX are going to get into B, but they're going to be outnumbered because Alpha goes down instantly in that gun battle.
That's 3 ARX members. 30th has got to get in that fight before Alpha can respawn on one of them. He definitely will have that opportunity, but 30th is coming from both sides to pinch and wipe ARX off of Bravo. ARX now is coming around this street again. 3-man push led out by Big Head, Esterol, and Temp all in it, trying to get in, and bottled up right at that entrance, that side entrance to the church, and Esterol is going to be forced to fall back and try and get that respawn off. Ankles aware and gets that squad wipe. So 30th, yeah, in position again, and reforming their defensive lines around B. The fight is inside the church this time, and 30th responding well to their down members, getting in position to fend off this assault. Alpha down again.
But Hefner makes up for that by taking out Bean, and Pogo goes down. Alpha did get a dynamite kill before he got dropped by Thick.
Now ARX has rotated that one side push to the other side push, almost like a seesaw, and squeezed in on the other side as 30th had responded to what's my screen, the left side of the screen. As 30th responded to that, ARX made their push on the right-hand side and has proceeded to push all the way on through on Bravo and now control the objective. So 30th now has got to reform, reorganize, and get their selves back in on that Bravo objective, with Alpha taking some shots in on the organ area. We'll see if 30th uses the organ area, that second floor area, to rain down some shots and get some good positioning on that Bravo objective.
And it looks like they have snuck 2 people over to A in the meantime and in between time. And it looks like they're going to get Ulysses right off the back, but I don't know if they know Kings is coming. But if they do, they've turned around almost just in time as I say that. But they are going to lose C because Cup of Joe is now on his own against 4 people. 30th pushing B. We've got battles everywhere. Wish I could push back more on the camera so we can see everything. Excuse me. And Alpha finally gets Cup of Joe again. It looks like it's like 3 versus 2 between Alpha and Cup of Joe. The talking was real last night.
Oh, I missed it.
And Cup of Joe returns the favors instantly on Alpha. You couldn't write this script, folks. You really couldn't.
And that's going to give 30th the advantage of Charlie. They're going to go in for their cap. Seems like ARX all bottled up on Bravo as 30th has made that nice play into the Alpha position. They've done a nice job holding off on Bravo for the majority of the map, but decided to change things up as ARX made that last push in through Bravo and seemed to have had a pretty strong hold. 30th with some nice decision-making, way to switch things up and get on that AC hold. So ARX now scrambling to figure out their best course of action, and it looks like it's a Charlie push. And that's a 2-4-6-man Charlie push by ARX. Coming in here against Botard and Cup of Joe, only 2 to hold it off. King Matumba's going to get in on the action. Botard doing some nice work, taking down 2 before he gets taken down himself. ARX is going to go in and get all those revives off as if nothing ever happened. And wow, the game is over. I didn't even notice. That is a 30th win again. 17-6 for Thick and Goals. Gilly at 25-10, 12-7 for Smexy Bean. Alpha 23-6, 16-9 for Yuli. And Jay Hafner with 11-13. Botard squad.
I'm actually surprised to see Chrono Screw go negative. That is a rare thing. To his credit. I don't think you liked that explanation, but okay.
I like Narvik. Narvik's nice and tight, close quarter combat, constant action throughout the whole match. Definitely
constant action. Even if you get triple cap, it's still constant action.
definitely does leave that availability for the triple cap, though, for sure, because of the small map and the small nature of it. But definitely should see some. We probably shouldn't hear a lull in a gunshot. It should just probably be constant firing throughout the whole match, start to end. Look for a, let's see what we got, the Germans on the one side. Look for a solid Bravo push here. Obviously the German team gets the closer, has the closer run to Bravo, so you're always going to want to send your guys there ASAP and lock it down fast. We'll see the speed at which both teams come out. And
where they go. Some people sometimes go right for the other person's home point. Others go straight for little and big round top, and sometimes they don't. It depends on the platoon and what their actual strategy is. I think I've seen almost everything on this map. Speed is key though to get the B. You are absolutely right about that. And here we go, 30th on the left. That means Archer on the, or 30th on the right, Archer on the left. So that'll be an interesting push because the right side is the quicker to B side, as this will now demonstrate. And it looks like they're sending everybody to C. That's very interesting play by 30th.
You normally just leave one to cap it.
Yeah, that's what we've always
and
done.
look at that. I mean,
never seen anything.
And that gave the ARX the advantage on Bravo right away. And look at that. Then that's costly. I mean that's going to cost them. We can see how many points that's going to cost them at the start of the match. But I mean it's won already. And down go the ticket counter because 30th should have control of Bravo right now. And, I mean, even if they lost all their guys, they should at least be losing control of Bravo right now.
Yeah, and Comfort Joe's going to have to quickly figure out a way to get the Bravo, which is completely open. He's thinking somebody went to C, and obviously nobody did, but they are not to know that at this point in time. And it looks like Ulysses is going to get the B. Estro is going to get the double. Hafner is going to get the sacrifice death for Estro.
Now ARX pushing in. It was Yuli who spawned on Bravo. That was a nice job with nobody covering. Definitely a slow reaction time by the ARX squad onto the Bravo objective. Not recognizing they had members there, but they do a nice job at recovering. And Alpha and Yuli, the masterminds behind that, Bravo hold. And now you're going to see ARX get their defensive lines going and start pushing out ahead of the Bravo objective. Positions up by the tree in the truck, greenhouse, and 30th is going to mass up their troops along that greenhouse and start their push out. I would assume you're going to get a push all the way up to the Bravo objective linearly or latitudinally, and then maybe a leak towards towards Alpha, and then a sideswipe in on Bravo, which is what they're trying to do here. King Matumba, the first man to do it. Crashbite already getting down, but ARX was well aware of that and put the kibosh on that situation, which has now given 30th the advantage the other way, out and down and around the Bravo objective, as Cup of Joe takes down Kronos crew. Alpha there to put a stop to that, and that he does. So that fight for B continues. ARX with the bend don't break mentality, and they have bent, but will they break? It doesn't look like it. It's a 3-on-1 with Crashbite here, and they're going to take it. So that's 5 men, including the 2 down for ARX. So 30th is going to take advantage of that situation and make that push towards Alpha. Esterol there, ready to put at least a hold and a temporary stop to that, giving some ARX members a chance to run back in towards the Alpha, and that's what they do. So ARX, bending, not breaking.
Well, I think they just broke.
Until now.
You just commentator cursed them. Now Botar's got to stay alive here, and the break might not be complete, but they have lost B, and they are getting slaughtered trying to get back on it.
And that score...
go
continue.
Ahead. Botar trying to stay alive, and he's got a little help from Smexy Bean. Now they're trying to get Crew. Can't find him. Crew gets Bean. Botar not getting Crew. Oh, and he finally does, but now it's
Oh,
after and Temp trying to get Botard and Big Ed.
more ring around the rosy. Come on, Potard. I don't pull for anybody here, but I mean, for this instance, I'm pulling for you, kiddo. Oh,
Oh, and
there he
Hefner comes
goes.
in, finally takes him down. 30th regroup, recover, and relax. The 3 R's, as I like to say. And they hold Bravo, and they're going to push a very high line, and they're going to double and triple everywhere they go. That's what they like to do. That is their play style.
And that's their final recovery from 30th from the initial loss off the Bravo objective in the beginning of the match. So it's nice to see 30th recover from that. And, you know, just taking a quick look back on the match as we continue, as we watch and can see things continue here. You know, 30th did a nice job of when they were capped and they were almost pushed back to their base objective. They did a nice job of poking and prodding both angles, the extreme left, the extreme right, and slowly they made ground on each end, though losing each time, gaining a little more ground till finally they got onto that Bravo objective and pushed all the way through, and like you said, extended that push all the way up towards the Alpha objective. But now that pendulum swings back towards Bravo with ARX now about to take full control of the objective, and that they have. And Temp's going to lead out along with Big Head towards the Charlie objective and try and cause a little havoc and stop the advance of the 30th members, as allowing ARX to get in their full defensive positions here. But do you see that out of the corner of your eye? I do. It's Smexy being Gilly and Botard on that Alpha objective.
They are going to push in A. They are going for the double cap to keep this as close as humanly possible. But it's really showing how much they suffered with those points losses early on B. Not sure why they did that, but they're holding A and C very well and not giving up either, albeit being outnumbered completely, and they finally give up A, but they're not giving up C, although Gallardo came close, but they still have 3 in the house. We've got a lot of dynamite and panzers going off here, and we just lost the roof. We just lost Crash Bite under it, and now 30th are going to take control of B. There is a lot of confusion in this house. Temp goes down. Big Head gets crashed, and Thick Ankles gets somebody, and Thick Ankles gets Temp finally, and that house was the house of horrors for Temp as he was left on his own after getting bite with the roof. And now 30th are going to try to push Alpha there. Crew goes down. Alpha now making a run to C, but it's going to get cut off by Cup of Joe. And it might be the same storyline here. Oh, Alpha sees him, but Cup of Joe gets him. He didn't see him in time, and he just got burnt by some coffee. And now 30th are back in control of Big Round Top, as I call it. Oh, and it is exchanged 2 different places simultaneously. That's new. The ZK coming in handy for Valza, and Thick Ankles getting the distant kills and the revives. And now Arc are pushed back and do not know which side to go to. Gallardo and Estro's normal spot gets Crash Bite, but Thick Ankles gets Temp. And now 30th are holding a fine thin red line here, trying to make sure they don't get dropped. And Thick Ankles is going to go for the revive under fire, and he's going to get it. Well played to you, sir. You're making use of those ankles. They ain't going to be thick much longer. Meanwhile, Dynamite coming in for Crew on B, and it's going to be an interesting volley into smoke. Oh my god, it's a massacre. Sheesh.
That score checking in 64-81 in favor of 30th. Maintaining control of this Bravo objective, though, will look real close for a second.
Oh, it's been close, but a lot longer than a second.
That is true.
Oh, Pogo going down, Temp making a complete run, and here comes the smoke barrage. I've been waiting for that. And it looks like Arc are going to get control of B again. Oof. Grenade misses, but he still gets the kill. And Alpha just cleaning up Big Round Top. Or I should say Little Round Top. But I think Alpha just... No, Estro's the one that got dropped. Alpha did go down, just didn't see it. And here
Temp's aware there's that Alpha push. Temp is aware, Yuli is aware, so they've called that out. But the 30th members overrun Yuli, and now they're looking to overrun Joker and Alpha. And if they can do that, they'll get the objective. But ARX is all funneling back. Now we've got a hodgepodge, just a complete mess of red and blue all mixed around. Red surrounding the Alpha objective as ARX looks to come back in and make some sort of stand here, but that stand peters out. So we've got Bravo in control by ARX. Meanwhile, Alpha and Charlie controlled by 30th, but not for long, as ARX leaked off to Charlie and now has just about capped it. And yes, they have. So 30th makes the decision to say, hey, we're going to go on and push into the Bravo objective while you capture C, and we're going to capture Bravo ourselves. And that's exactly what they do. They're going to get those revives off, and now it's up to ARX to formulate some sort of plan, whether it's get a large C push going into Bravo or a large base spawn push and get back into Alpha. One or the other, they've got to do something.
They have to get a push here. 30th are losing C, and they've lost it completely. They do have A, but this one's going to come down to the wire, Beard. This is going to be interesting.
And it could be all over this fight at the C house right here. Wish I could get inside. I can't.
Yeah, you can, but you have to... Oh, there we go. We have
There's a passageway
granted.
for me. Cup Joe's going to throw some dynamite around. He's got to take down Temp.
But he doesn't.
Oh, wow.
King
Look at that
gets
respawn.
Spawn. What
He
a
shouldn't have
spawn.
been able to spawn there. That was close.
And he gets another spawn. Oh, and we've got Panthers
Wow.
coming from every direction today.
And that might be the big save right here by 30th to save this match. If they can recap C here and hold on to A for just a little bit longer, keep Smexy being off that point there, stay low. It's going to give 30th the time to push in on Bravo. ARX is going to have to recognize, and Yuli does a nice job by taking down Pogo Fane, who had his back here, but 30th ARX is going to have to recognize that B push is coming, and they are. Let's see if they're fast enough to get back to it in time. It's going to be now, it was a 4v2, but now it's going to be a 4v6. 30th bunched up on the Bravo objective as Temp takes that flanking maneuver out and around. 30th has already lost 2 members, make that 3. So this looks like an ARX push into the Bravo objective may be successful, but here's the reinforcements from 30th, led out by Pogo Fane. Pogo Fane's going to take a quick shot at Ulysses Gallardo. Alpha Evo on the far side is going to get taken down by Smexy Bean. King Matumba already down. Big Head Hafner and a number of other ARX in control of Bravo as Gilly looks to push up along with Botard and Pogo Fane. Here comes the next set of reinforcements with Cuppa Joe, Crash by King Matumba, and Thick Ankles all looking to get in on that secondary side around this Bravo objective, and they're going to make that push in, aided by the smoke barrage that they've just launched out. And there it is, Crashbite and Cup of Joe on the flank, Hafner and Temp ready and waiting for it, and they are going to take down those 2, but it's Botard here along with Thick Ankles. Thick Ankles is surrounded, and wow, look at these bodies just continue to fall, and that's a nice job by ARX to maintain control of Bravo. That's 3 reinforced pushes by 30th that has not been successful on the Bravo objective, but it was a costly exchange because they are now down to 17 tickets, and ARX all bunched up on the Bravo objective. They know all they got to do is just hold. All they got to do is hold for the next. They can't even lose. Even if they all die, but they still maintain control of this Bravo objective, they're going to hold it, and they're going to win the game. So that's all they got to do, and I think that's going to be theirs. Wow, Beard, hear you there. And yeah, this is going to finish out. Looks like ARX is going to win this one. So that's going to make it 3-1 in favor of 30th. ARX taking their first victory. As this game winds up, we'll take a quick look at the scoreboard. Thick Ankles at 22-12, 22-11 for King Matumba. Smixy Bean at 11-10. Temp 25-11, 22-12 for Ulysses Gallardo. Alpha Evo at 24-12. Winner, Chicken Dinner, pardon my hiccup. 25-0 Best Squad Esterol. That was a fun one. I like Marvick.
It was completely close the whole game, back and forth.
Mercury. Wow.
Bruh.
Mercury. This is a cool map. I still don't know how to play this map as a coach of some sorts, squad leader. Control those houses above B. Um, a lot of leaky areas. Really, you can get around anywhere on this map, so I'd say more stay as a group rather than form defensive lines. Really tough to form a line all the way across this map. Maybe you can hold the road. Kind of make sure that nobody's crossing that road there. But, Bravo is sunken. So, staying in on that objective, you're lower than everybody else, not the greatest position. Maybe see some more AC capping going on, though they are a lot more spread out than, a map like El Sandan or something like that. So, I don't
Usually
know.
with this map, B is the focal point, but everybody will send to at least one or two people to the opposite platoons, I should say, home point, and then
Wow.
that becomes a battleground every minute or two or so. But it's
Well,
usually B is the focus.
let's see how it plays out.
And here we go. We've got a burn round happening. I'm very shocked. I've never seen this round be burned before. Unless I'm missing something from 30th. And they are just, yeah, it looks like we're going to burn this round. I'm not sure what happened here. Wow, okay, I've never once seen this round burned, ever. That is very strange.
Are they burning us?
Yeah, I'm just shocked by that, to be honest. Did not see that coming. It looks like Joker is going to take a little swim to cool down.
Don't you point that gun at me, Joker. Don't you point that gun at me.
You're probably pointing it at me, honestly.
Can I get in the water?
Yeah,
I can't.
you actually can't. Oh, you were for a little bit. I did it once somehow. Yeah, you gotta hold the L2 button down. You go in the water for like a half a second.
This is a cool map.
Yeah, just hold the L2 button down. You can actually get in the water. I'm looking at it from. You just have to hold it in there, though. That's what she said. No pun intended. I kind of did that to myself. Yeah, you can get in there. It's just it takes a couple of tries.
Beard here, you there. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back for the start of the action.
Ooh. And that's a big explosion. And we are almost burned, ladies and gentlemen. And there we are. That is another burn round. And we are on Murata, one of my favorite maps, possibly one of the most visually striking maps, because it does look exactly like that picture. It is beautifully done, especially on Squad Conquest. And let me put my phone down from the search I was doing. Sorry about that. When you're a staff member on Discord, it can get a little crazy. And it looks like Ark will be on the right, so that means 30th on the left. We are gonna go here. And it looks like Ark are gonna send most of the people to the right of Bravo. 30th, pretty much everybody to Bravo. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, again, for the probably millionth time. Excuse me, cannot, pan out any more than this. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. And it looks like Kings is going to get Crash Bite, and it looks like they're going to exchange Cup of Joe and Ulysses. Or Cup of Joe's actually going to get Ulysses and get revived here. Big Head getting Mutamba on the flank, but Pogo doing a good job of keeping everybody back. Astro and Pogo going at it 1v1 from a long ways out. And Alpha's getting dynamite on somebody, not sure who it was.
And that's going to give that B flag to 30th. Kronos Crew and Gallardo still out there, though. Not ready to give it up yet. Beard here, you there? Yes, indeed, Yaruski. .30th looking to take down the Alpha Charlie objective.
We need to take that objective.
Uh-oh. Stuck in a house. I need to get out. No, there's no way out. There we go, thank you.
And looks like we have multiple battles going on Charlie. And now we have Thick Angle trying to push through, and he is just somehow spraying and praying. Oh my word, he's gonna live. I don't think his ankles are thick anymore. Meanwhile, 30th come up big on Charlie. They're gonna hold a high line here. And now they're gonna push everyone forward. Oh, and Cup of Joe gets taken down and the high line is collapsing. And here comes Art with a big momentum push to B, but Crash Bite is holding the line and is going to be behind him. Crew looking for Mutombo, can't find him. Mutombo jumping down, getting Crew, and they're not going to be able to get in. Well held there, but Bean gets dropped by Alpha, so the push might not be over yet. Alpha's going to run to the side here, and he's going to hold on the stairs and head glitch a little, but that's okay because that's what this game is part of. And he is going to be a great spawn beacon. And now here comes all the smoke from 30th. They're going to do their best to hold on. And it looks like the left side push is not going to work. But Thick Ankles has made his way on the Alpha. Tep and Joe going at it. Joe getting the kill. 30th doing a good job of holding everything and going for the triple cap at the same time.
Score 145 to 114 as 30th. Yeah, is looking to cap that A flag. They're going to hold down Bravo, looks like.
Alpha's coming in.
Alpha's the last man left for ARX. I try, I hack, and Crash Bite there. Why try, I hack?
I know, I've done that too.
And there it is. Alpha gets off those respawns, so Bravo is not... The fight for Bravo is not done yet.
Alpha's trying his damnedest to hold on. It's going to be a... Oh, and there goes the wall.
Oh. How do you get deaded? How do you get deaded there? What did he blow up from? Did you see that?
Yeah, he blew up on his own dynamite. Probably crushed under the roof there. Unlucky. That was just unlucky, and that's gonna hurt. But Hefner is alive, and nobody knows where he is. I see you, Hefner. He is being frantically looked for as Alpha comes in. And Hefner's got to get out of there. He gets tapped, and they get dropped simultaneously. Oof, that's gonna look ugly later on when they watch that back. Hefner did a good job for a while, but he just couldn't hold on any longer when his position was compromised. Alpha now holding on in the house, and it looks like Thick Angles is just gonna harass the heck out of him at A. Here comes Hefner with a crazy spawn off the point. And he's going to run to Alpha. Weirdly enough, he's not going to go to Bravo to help Alpha out. And Alpha's going to go down, it looks like. I don't see him anymore. He might be in the smoke, though. But I'm pretty sure. Yes, he did go down. Kill feed confirms it. Now Crew trying to get a flank with Ulysses. And his position is going to be given away because of that. Alpha does get... No, it's Ulysses that's going to get the kill. And it's a full squad.
30th doing a nice job of controlling these upper houses. Pogo, Feint, and Botard up there currently. And it's definitely giving them an advantage, at least to get out and see the whole map. And I guess now that Pogo's dead off the house, you know, that advantage is gone. But ARX is going to do the same thing there, at least try to, Yuli looked like he was trying to scale that house, or at least get on the side of it. Sees why try a hack, who's getting involved with Alpha down there over towards the Charlie objective. Meanwhile, 30th is coming in on the Charlie objective with five members. Joker and Chronos Crew trying to fight that off. It's just Chronos Crew left. You don't expect him to last long there, as Thick Ankles does a nice job cleaning up Bravo there. Does a real nice job. That might have been a triple kill, so
yes,
congrats to you,
that
good
was a
sir.
Triple kill. I can confirm that on the kill feed.
Thick Ankles, man of the map.
Man of the moment.
Thick Ankles. Really thick. So it looks like ARX struggling to get anywhere. They're going to reform and now pinch on Bravo, but 30th is swinging in from the Charlie side to stop that flank or that pinching maneuver. So it looks like it's anybody's game here. 30th maybe a little bit better advantage just looking at the flanking. Cup of Joe out on the far side, pestering Alpha. Yuli and King Matumba both going down. Chronos Crew back there over on Charlie objective, looking to fight off with Botard, maybe get the advantage and start capping Charlie. Alpha objective is untouched, while ARX is in the blue, that house just past the road of Alpha, trying to reform and retool and get back in on Bravo. As the action keeps going off, that Bravo objective is now starting to falter, as ARX looks to condense in around it. That fighting's still going on at that side house where Jay Hafner and Esterol are, as Matumba swings on into the Alpha objective. Chronos Crew and Botard still going at it.
I think they're becoming best friends today, to be totally honest.
This is like a 30-second fight going on over there. Cup of Joe's coming in to say this can't go on any longer. We're going to have to end this.
It feels like a lot. Oh, and Chronos Crew manages to get him. Thick Ankles, meanwhile, gets Alpha, and King Matumba gets Hefner. And now Cup of Joe gets Crew, and will get the revive. No, both are going to spawn out. That was odd. I would have... you know what? He might not have been in his squad. Didn't think about that. And meanwhile, over here on Alpha, it is 5 versus 1, and Thick Ankles is going to take as many as he can with him. That looks like a cult sacrifice going on there. Rest in peace, Thick Ankles. And Crash Bite getting dropped, but Bean getting Estro in the back to... Oof. Oh, and Bean takes one with him. Takes Hefner. And Alpha is going to go for Bravo here. And it looks like they're all going to go for Bravo. 30th, they're going to send some... and you read my
30th don't have any men on the map right now. It seems like they're all dead and trying to respawn in, so they are men down, trying to reorganize, trying to get back into Bravo, but ARX definitely has the advantage with all their men still alive, and that nice push out from Alpha towards Bravo. But as we just mentioned, that Alpha objective, it's Thick Ankles already in on it, along with Cup of Joe. Big Head's going back towards Alpha objective to try and put a stop to that, along with Esterol, now that he's spawned on him, and Botard's there protecting Charlie, and this fight for Bravo has definitely gone the way of ARX.
But they have sacrificed Alpha to do it. I'm just gonna ask you, are you like Cleo's brother by chance? Because I'm that old, so stop reading my mind, man.
I am not, but great, like you said before, great minds think alike.
Yes, we apparently do. All day.
There's a resupply canister.
Rest in peace, Hefner. He just got shot from about 10 directions. Jesus. He thought he was alive and well, hiding in that position under the flag, but that was not the case. And this one's going to end soon. We are going to check the scoreboard here. And I believe this will be the last round, if I'm correct on saying that, because it'll be 4-1.
4-1. Yes, sir. I do believe so. It's definitely a good match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, as it winds down, 1 away to 12. I'm not saying comeback isn't possible, but the chances are definitely slim. Take a quick look at that scoreboard. Thick Ankles at 28 and 7, 11 and 8 for King Matumba. Crash Bite just moving ahead of Y Try, coming in at 12 and 3 along with Y Try. Ulysses at 19 and 11, 15 and 10 for Temp, 12 and 6 for Alpha. And ARX tonight, real good job. 30th just seemed to be, pardon the phone call. 30th just seemed to be maybe just winning those gunfights. Both had solid strategies, solid defensive strategies. 30th seemed to leak a little more, maybe a little faster, definitely a little faster on the reactions. Maybe took a little more initiative, rather than reacting, just solely reacting, but maybe taking more of initiative, going to the objectives, before their objectives even started to get capped, where it seemed like ARX may have been a little more reactionary and they were playing more 30th's game rather than vice versa. But either way, it was great games all around. Don, Mad Hatter, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. Mink's always been a wonderful platoon.
I appreciate you having me, and same there to TFR. I'm going to message Cup of Joe before we sign off prematurely, because we might be going all 7, but I would be very highly likely surprised. He said one more. We are a go on probably my favorite map, or I shouldn't say probably, it is my favorite map, Lofton Islands. So we will have one more for you, ladies and gentlemen. I am glad we didn't just sign off there, because that would have been pretty hilarious, scrambling to get back in.
Oh God, good thing. Well, premature thank yous, but...
Lofton Islands is definitely crafty. It's never the same twice. I mean, most maps are, but this map is for certainly never the same twice. You can have the same strategy every single time you play it, and it will not work out that way every single time you play it. It just will not, and that's the beauty of this map. And I hope they open up a little bit more of it, maybe, when they do, like, Conquest on it. So I've been told they're gonna do a Conquest version of this map later on, which would be dope. So
are they gonna do a Conquest?
It's not 100% confirmed, but that's what my source spoke to me about, and he was right about this becoming a map, period. So I'm gonna take his word on it. And here we go, Arc cool. On the right, 30th on the left. Oh, absolutely, especially like with the dome in the middle. Maybe kind of like Aerodrome. That would be really dope. But here we go, long distance gunfights already, and Bean taking the brunt of the bullets right off the back. And Alpha gonna level the house. He is not playing games today with his Panther. Joker is gone down, so is Ulysses. Alpha on the roof getting hit, but getting somebody. No, it was Crew that got the kill. And Thick Angles somehow blew himself up.
The house is completely demolished already.
Yeah, I think that might be a world record for quickest house demolished in a Squad Conquest Spring, period.
I'm checking the Guinness Book of World Records right now. Hold on, please. And yes, that is indeed the case. The old record was 12 seconds. This was 8.
If that's not a joke, then I wouldn't be surprised. And it looks like Arc are going to easily take back B, because somehow Thick Angles managed to alpha himself and take himself down with the dynamite. Alpha's still sitting on the roof. He looks like he's not going to move from that position, and that's going to be an interesting call whether he does or not. 30 is now having to push back, and now they are going to have to be the reactionary first. Oh, and Alpha gets try from huge distance. That's a good 65, 75 meters there with that shot from Alpha. Credit where it's due. He's now going back to reload his Panthers, and it looks like that's been their strategy all along. Meanwhile, 30th break through the line, the thin red line as it turns out to be, and now Alpha's trying to control it, and Cup of Joe dog tags Temp. Oh my word, if only it had been Hefner, the bags would have been rolling in. but 30th looked to take control of Charlie, and it looks like Ulysses just got caught in the crossfire from Hell Alpha, meanwhile, by himself. And this is Thick Ankles getting another pistol kill, which he is becoming known for on this stream. And Crew now spawning in on Alpha. They are roof buddies. Here comes 30th trying to take back Bravo. This should be an interesting fight here. Estro going to the tower, it looks like. No, he's going to the mountaintop instead.
Now it looks like ARX has control of that house above Bravo. They seem to have been sitting there all game, and I like that defensive position by Alpha and Chrono's crew. That's definitely a good spot to overlook and keep control of Bravo from, or at least pester the forces enough to give your time a team to advance into that objective. Meanwhile, over there at, what was that, capture by 30th over at the Charlie objective, now seems to be petering out, as ARX has moved in and now fully secured it. Thick Ankles is there, taking down Hafner, trying to get back in on that objective, but Esterol is out behind Charlie, and that's a nice spot by him. We'll see how long he lasts out there, but definitely a good spot to overlook. And just like Alpha's position over Bravo, that's the same type of position over Charlie that Esterol has taken to protect it from. Yeah, you saw that Yuli going down by Crash Bite.
And Crew getting dropped by Cup of Joe at the same time. That was harsh. That was a trade of gunfire there by both platoons. After trying to get Joe from distance, and it is not working.
30th has had trouble capturing B all game so far. I know it's only 135 to 111 in favor of ARX, but they have had trouble capturing B in the beginning so far, so they look to capture that Charlie objective, and it looks like they're still trying to do a mix of both here. I'd say commit one way or the other. I'd personally like to see that out of them, and maybe a hard B push or a hard C push, whichever you want to do. And but they do need to get a second flag, and they do need to do it fast. And it looks like that Charlie push is the one they're going for. Esterol has backed off of that objective, overlooking Charlie, and has now got himself involved and dead on the Charlie objective, allowing 30th to almost full cap it on fully captured Charlie. It's that last one, and it's Big Head who is going to come out on top.
Big Head saying, "Not so fast, Mr. Commentator. What is your curse?"
And there it is, ARX in control of Charlie yet again. So we've got that Bravo push now by 30th coming out. Ooh, look at Alpha and Yuli back there off in that corner. That's a nice position by them.
Alpha's got
30th must have
today.
Yeah, Alpha's always had good positioning. His Botard leaking around though, trying to reflank the flankers.
Oh, and grenades and dynamite galore in the smoke. Nobody hitting anybody. And Alpha finally gets killed, I think for the first time this match. Or the second time at the most. No, it was the first time. He was 6-0 from that roof position. Here comes 30th. They do not have to worry about that roof position anymore, due to the fact that that roof is gone completely. So that'll be interesting to see where Alpha might come back to end up. Meanwhile, Arc now having to play on the defensive. Here comes the smoke from 30th. They are going to try to make a push, and so is Arc, and we're going to have a lot of chaos and confusion. Crew gets to the roof, not realizing it was gone, and now Crew is going to have to push the objective.
30th needs to commit more members to Bravo, and they need to do it fast for sure.
Absolutely agreed. Thick Ankles on a roof of his own, and he's now got a little help from Cup of Joe. Thick Ankles trying to say, Alpha, I can do it better.
Now 30th on top of that house over there as well, that White House, looking at maintaining their positioning over Bravo objective, and that's a nice position out of them as they caps Charlie objective as well.
And Alpha trying to be the lone spawn point, but it will not work. And Botard now going in to get the position back, and that was well maintained there from Thick Ankles on the roof.
If they get this triple cap off, this could be a game-changing capture here and pull them right back into this race. Not saying they weren't in it before, but at least tie the score up. I don't know if they're going to be successful out of it.
No, they aren't. Joker amongst kings is, though, and I try, you hack. I hack. I said that backwards. I'm falling asleep here.
You try, we hack.
Yeah, I know, right? Is getting kills, but not on B where he was initially shooting at. He is a Lone Ranger. 30th throwing everything at Charlie here. B getting down, but still has a member on it taking it. That's a very interesting smoke play, and it's worked. And here's Kings getting a revive for Alpha's gonna get a spawn in, I should say. And 30th are gonna be in control of 2 points. And now 30th are gonna have Pogo get dropped. Well, not gonna have it. It wasn't in the script, but he's gonna get dropped on his initial push. But here comes 30th straight for B. Joker going down from 2 directions, and Ark are gonna rush A, and Cup of Joe's gonna be there to meet him. This is gonna be interesting how it plays out, because Pogo's now inbound as well, and Joe goes down first. Crew trying to hold off B from the rocks. Will he be able to? That is a nice little re-defensive position. Oh, and somebody gets him in his crew. It's gonna give the kill to not Kings. And Thick Ankle's making work of everybody on A, and he's gonna get the help with Pogo, and they're gonna recapture it. They're gonna get the double, but lose Bravo at the same time. Here comes Pogo from the back, dropping Crew. And here comes 30th from 2 directions now. Oh my word, Thick Ankles and Pogo simultaneous kills. And that was a big, harsh moment there. 30 is just swarming B, and now they're going to go for the triple cap and try and end this. It is tied, folks. We are 63 points apiece. Thick Angles with another double now. Pogo and Thick trying to count kills like Legolas and Gimli here. This is going to be interesting.
Somebody asking for the score. I believe the score is 3-1. Is that right? Or 4-1,
sir.
4-1 in favor of 30th.
King Mutombo had a good position until Crew spotted, and somebody spotted, and Crew got somebody else though apparently. And it looks like 30th are not going to be able to hold C, but they're not actually going to try. They are going to, they're not going to be able to get out either. That backfired. Temp coming in and making sure everybody got dropped. And
meanwhile, that whole time, they've had that fight on Charlie, and it's just been for that 1 flag, keeping the control of 2 flags in 30th's favor. All their dying, though, however, on Charlie of 30th, has now given ARX the advantage to get into the Bravo, and that's what they've done. They've got Temp and Chronos Crew there. King Matumba is going to be the only one to try and fight it off, but here comes the squad of 30th, and that's definitely going to put the stop, more than likely put the stop to the capture of that Bravo objective by ARX. ARX, though, now extending out towards the Alpha objective as well, and it looks like they have the positioning. But up there, Cup of Joe's going to take down Esterol over towards the Charlie objective, and he's got 3 members there to come and sneak in back on Charlie. So just as Alpha and Bravo seem to be falling to ARX, yes, as they are falling towards ARX's hands, 30th is retaking Charlie. They are going to need to get another objective somewhat soon, however, to keep that bleed of tickets going in their favor. 47-26, 30th with a little time left to cap a second flag here, and it looks like they're going to try and do that on the Alpha objective, but that might be, yes, and that it is. It peters out. ARX going to maintain control of that, so they'll have Alpha and Bravo. Bravo, though, maybe not for long, as there are no ARX members on that objective as it gets capped by 30th. Alpha and Chronos Crew coming in to save that Bravo objective, and meanwhile, up at the Charlie objective, Cup of Joe has already fallen to Big Head and Esterol, but 3 more 30th members are coming in to take on Esterol and recap Charlie for themselves, but this fight is on Bravo, and this is the important one. Whoever wins this right here is gonna either maintain or get control of Bravo, and that's that. You're gonna have to do it, ARX, right now. If you're gonna win this game, you've got to get control of Bravo, and that's a nice job by Alpha coming up down underneath and around to get in and behind Botard and get that flanking kill. Why Try I Hack has taken down Temp, and this fight for Bravo is hectic and continuing to go on. It has not ended yet. It's been going for about 30 seconds, and it's going to continue to go because this flag needs to be captured, or at least one flag needs to be captured by ARX if they want any chance of winning. They're down to 8 tickets, and if they don't cap fast, this game is over.
It looks like they're not going to be able to because Thick Ankles is holding off everybody by himself. But Alpha's getting a pistol kill, but getting dropped at the same time. Oof. And they're going to hold B, and they're going to hold this match. They're going to get the triple cap. And
the
that,
triple cap to end it.
That.
And that's a nice job. Take a quick look at that scoreboard as we wind down. 30 and 12 for Thick Ankles. Cup of Joe coming at 17 and 9. 11 and 12, Smexy Bean. 19 and 9. Hiccups, Ulysses Gallardo. Big Head. 14 and 12, Joker Mung King. 10 and 12, I got it out. Thick Ankles with the 30 kills. Cup of Joe squad taking top squad. 30 kills, that is the most for any of the matches tonight. So that is a phenomenal job from you, Mr. Ankles.
I'm just gonna double check with Cup of Joe to make sure we aren't going one more time. He said that ladies and gentlemen, it has been another classic here, and I am glad to have been joined by my buddy, Mr. Trusted Beard. If you can't trust a man with a beard, you can't trust anybody, and that is just how it goes. I hope to see you again sometime soon this week. I'm sure we'll have some more scrims to stream here.
Thanks for having me, Mad Hatter. And
I appreciate.
By the way, I don't have a beard.
Well, you just ruined my perception of you, so I'm going to delete that part from the stream so the world does not hear it, and you can borrow half of mine. I will give it to you gladly.
Alright, thanks for having me, Don. I appreciate you showing up and doing the stream with me. 30th, thank you for letting me cast and asking me, Cup of Joe. As well. Look forward to seeing you guys soon, maybe for another mashup or for another scrim. That is Beard signing out. Beard here. You there. Later, Don.
Later, buddy. Thank you for having me on your stream yourself. Appreciate you. And I'll see you soon. Good night.
Late.